Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Osman Setu Trends, Swing into Educational Trends. Today we are here with a new topic in pharmaceutical analysis, quality control and quality assurance, documentation in pharmaceutical industry. And this video is the first part. In this video we will be talking about requirement of documentation in pharmaceutical industry, important areas of documentation, the three-tier documentation in pharmaceutical industry, documentation, maintenance, storage, retention, retrieval and disposal, and pharmaceutical manufacturing documentation program. If we talk about in technical terms, document is any written statement of proof. It is an important part in quality assurance and quality control systems, and it is related to all aspects of good manufacturing practices. It is mainly defines the specification of all materials, method of manufacturing and control, and it ensures that personnel who are concerned with manufacturing should also have information to decide whether to release the batch, and also it provides an audit trail which also allows the investigation of history of any suspected defective batch. These documents should be approved, signed, dated by appropriate and authorized persons. Now let us have a glance at why documentation is important in pharmaceutical industry. Documentation is important to define the specification and procedures of all materials and methods of manufacture and control. It is to ensure that all the personnel concerned with manufacturing know what to do and what not to do. To ensure that authorized persons have all the information necessary to decide whether or not to realize a batch of a drug for sale. It is also to ensure the existence of documented evidence, traceability, and to provide records and audit trail that will permit investigation. It helps in knowing the availability of data needed for validation, review, and statistical analysis. Documents are designed as per the need of the manufacturer so that it can define the manufacturer's system of information and control. It can help in checking the calculation and to prevent the risk of error, misinterpretation which may have crept in oral or in casual written communication. It also helps in tracing the history of any product and to confirm the performance of a task. Now moving on to the areas where documentation is important in pharmaceutical industries. Documentation encompasses practically in all the aspects of pharmaceutical production. So like building and premises where installation, validation, cleaning and maintenance is done, and that all has to be documented. If we talk about the personals, then their training and their hygiene again has to be documented. The equipments which are used starting from their installation, calibration, validation, maintenance and cleaning again related with the documentation. The materials which are used, their specification, their testing, warehousing, use, rejection or disposal. If we move on to the processing, then individual step in the process of manufacturing, including controls and the finished goods, that specification, testing, storage, distribution and rejection and disposal. Now if any complaint coming from there, that again will be documented in the forms of investigations or actions whichever being taken. So now moving ahead with three-tier documentation. The three-tier documentation in pharmaceutical industry is related to policy, procedures and work instructions. Policy, procedure, work instruction and records. If you see a pyramid which consists of the three-tier documentation in pharmaceutical industry, the level 1 says you about the policies. A policy is used as a course of action to guide and influence the decisions. The purpose of the level of documentation is to state concisely the policies and objectives of a company, organization or division. Policies are similar in some ways to mission statements. In pharmaceutical industries, the good manufacturing practices and good documentation practices policies and guidelines are being followed to effectively strengthen the manufacturing process and control. Now level 2 will talk about the procedures. The procedures are the second level of documentation which should be more detailed and describe who does what and when in sequential order. Activities for a department or function might be listed along with the functional titles or positions responsible for the procedures. These procedures can be text-based, but many use a process map to communicate the information. Now moving on to the level 3, that are the work instructions. The work instructions should be very detailed on how to accomplish a specific job, task or assignment. For example, a work procedure could be developed for assembling the release of finished products with stepwise instructions. Now level 4, which is an extension of 3-tier documentation, where forms and other documents come into existence, used to create records, checklists, surveys or other documents used in creation of a product or service. Records are critical outputs of any procedure or work instructions. They even form the basis of your process communications, audit materials and process improvement initiatives. Now, further moving on to good manufacturing practice or good documentation practices guidelines. The accurate capture of information plays an important role in manufacture of pharmaceuticals and medical devices. Good manufacturing practice is that part of quality assurance which ensures the products are consistently produced and controlled to the quality standards appropriate for their intended use. To comply with good manufacturing practice, facilities require documented systems based on specifications, manufacturing and packaging instructions, procedures and records. In particularly, specific batch manufacturing documentation must be in place. Documentation is also a key to good manufacturing practice compliance, for it ensures traceability of all development, manufacturing and testing activities. For example, with the FDA Code of Federal Regulation, that is CFR 21 CFR 211.18E, record and report state, written documents shall be maintained so that data therein can be used for evaluating the quality standards of each drug product. This exactly thereby links the importance of good documentation to good manufacturing practice. There are a number of aspects of good manufacturing practice that are related to documentation. Good manufacturing practices requires that documents should be controlled within the quality system, approved, signed and dated, regularly reviewed, retained and can be superseded within the quality system. Pharmaceutical and other healthcare organizations must have good documentation practices. The term GDP is used to represent good documentation practice, which is more commonly used term in relation to distribution of medicinal product. Now, if we talk about some basic documentation in pharmaceutical industry, we will come across 3 types of basic documentations. The first one will be the commitment documents, which are related to industry and regulatory authorities like drug master files or new drug applications or documents. If we talk about the second type of documents, that are directive documents, which are related to management and employees. Example, specifications, specification in testing protocols, standard operating procedures, medicinal product records. Now the third type of basic document in pharmaceutical industry refers to record document, which are related to employees and the work they perform. Example, protocols, batch production records, logbooks, calibration records, etc. Moving on to the different types of documents, we have several types of documents, which includes batch record forms related to the manufacturing of the batches, bills of materials, specifications like how the specifications mentioned, policy documents, what are the policies being followed, protocols, what are the protocols being followed, standard operating procedures related to the usage of the equipments, work instruction which are given to the manpower, how to handle or how to perform any task, checklist that is related with any of the tasks, forms or log sheets, certificate of analysis or compliance, technical transfer reports related to the technical section, technical agreements, technical reports, test methods, training assessments which are done, records related to anything, any process, any equipment, any section, worksheets, notebooks, logbooks related to equipment or any other section, validation documentations, manufacturing and packaging instruction which are related to the finished good products, confidentiality agreements which are related to the company's policy, change control forms, change control, quality system related documents, quality manuals, validation protocols and reports, deviation reports, audit plans, electronic and hard copy quality records, that is non-conformance, corrective, preventive, internal inspection, change control, training records, etc. Validation master files and validation document, validation master plans and validation documents, including documents, Test material related to documents including product specification, test material receipts and reports. Then documents related to personals, that their training records or something. Facilities related to documents including floor plans, HVAC plans and environmental specification. And lastly, deviation forms, which includes unplanned deviation and system failure investigations. Now let us move on to see how a document is prepared, issued and used in pharmaceutical industry. The document should be carefully and logically set out to allow correct use and easy to check. And each document should have the company name, the purpose and title of the document identity number, the authorization date should be there, the date of expiry or review should be there and should be signed by the authorized person, the page number along with the distribution list where the copies are distributed, and the way which it is used and by whom it is used, that has to be mentioned. The reasons, if revised, then what are the reasons for its revision, what are the references used in its preparation, and issued document should not be handwritten, should be always in an electronic format. Now, reproduced computer printed document should be clear and legible, and if any corrections are made in the entry of document, it should be signed and dated. Document which bears instructions should be written in imperative form, and master documents which have direct bearing on product quality should be authorized by persons responsible for quality assurance. Document should allow sufficient space between the entries and should clearly indicate what is to be entered. Now moving on to the storage and retention of documents. The completed documents and records of each batch should be retained for at least 1 year after the expiry date of the batch. If expiry date is not mentioned, then they should be retained for at least 6 years from the date of its manufacturing. Master document should be kept secured from the theft, loss or any alteration of information, and storage and retention of documents and records can be done in electronic format and in the form of microfilms or microfiche, that are photo reduced copies. Now if we talk about the storage and retrieval of documents, the document should be stored in such a manner that the retrieval is easy, and for this purpose a system should be adopted in which list of documents are prepared as per the names, locations, persons to be contacted for its retrieval. The master documents retrieval should be possible with proper authorization or approval from Quality Assurance Department. Now how the disposal of documents should go on. Why we are doing disposal? Because if we don't want the documents, or the documents are expiring, then we are going for disposal. So the expired documents should be destroyed by Quality Assurance Department by proper authorization and keeping that in record, and even that is disposal methods are followed, like for example shredding, burning, etc. Now moving on to the pharmaceutical manufacturing documentation. So pharmaceutical manufacturing documentation is actually a program needs to be carefully study organizational environment. There are a number of things which are supposed to be adopted in this. The manufacturing activities which are taken under the organization, which country's requirement for documentation the company needs to fulfill. For example, World Health Organization, United States of America or any other country. The level of computerization which is available in that organization, that is very important, or any other things which are being followed. Now if we talk about the steps which are involved in total pharmaceutical manufacturing documentation, then in step 1 we have to identify at least 2 important knowledgeable persons from production department and quality assurance and quality control department who are familiar with organization, product profiles and the quality assurance and quality control activities. Now moving on to the step 2, the list of manufacturing formulation department should be listed out. Then step 3 is listing out the quality control and quality assurance department's activities. Moving on to the step 4, we have to list out the countries where the product is likely to be sold and their pharmaceutical manufacturing department requirements. Then step 5 is we need to categorize the documents so as to meet the requirements of the previous step, that is step 4. And step 6 deals with the design of document. Step 7 explains the document to concerned person and training them for using the same. Step 8 trial run the document, study difficulties and modify if required. Step 9 will be the implementation of the document, and step 10 will be reviewing it by receiving feedback from users at regular intervals. So this completes part 1 of documentation in pharmaceutical industries.